speaking of struggling, have you ever struggled to get your printer to work after you installed third-party ink because HP was all like, you, and pushed a firmware that prevented the use of ink cartridges without HP chips in them? This sucks.
Oh, yeah.
This sucks so much.
Oh, yeah.
I love my old Samsung laser printer. I have like an ML 2010 or something like that, 2020. I can't remember. It was like, it has a sticker on it that's like world's most compact color laser printer. So whichever one that is. And when Samsung sold their printer business to HP, I didn't really think about it at the time.
Did they update it?
But the only way that HP could extract a ton of value from that, aside from just eliminating a competitor, had to be to engage in these kinds of toxic anti-consumer practices.
Oh, yeah.
HP is essentially making it so your printer won't work if you have ink in it that doesn't have an HP chip in it. They've engaged in similar behavior for years using the rationale, and this is a joke. I remember back at NCIX, I had to sit through a presentation like this from an HP rep, like explaining the consumer benefits of first-party ink, and I'm sitting here going,
No.
You know I have like whole jars of ink at home, and I'm a keep using them with my little syringes, right? Like, and they're talking about like the technology of the nano droplets or whatever. I'm like, yeah, sure. If I was a professional printing house, by all means, but I just need to hand in my stupid report, and I need a colored bar graph on it or whatever. Like, I don't. So they've used the rationale that they're ensuring the customer experience. But courts in 3 different countries have ruled against them in multiple class action lawsuits with penalties worth millions of dollars. That's the problem, though. Millions of dollars is just cost of doing business to a company that's operating at HP's scale.
We've been talking about wimpy fines on the WAN Show the whole time the WAN Show has existed, and I'm so tired of it. They need to crank these. It needs to actually hurt the companies. When the fine is significantly less than the profit they're going to have by just continuing to do it. There's this quote of somebody talking about how certain things are just different for the rich, and it's talking about parking downtown. And they're like, yeah, a parking ticket for some people is really brutal. A parking ticket for other people is just like how you pay to park your car. They don't actually care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't impact them. It's still more efficient for them to just park illegally and pay the fine than it is to go park properly. It's the same problem.
Final Fantasy Tactics doesn't have a great translation in its original North American release, but this is a gem. WeGraph says, if the penalty for a crime is a fine, that law only exists for the lower classes. That's 100% true.
Yeah.